Hi guys. So I'm gonna do a reading vlog for the first time. I've literally never done it before ever, but I'm going to start it. I'm gonna do Normal People by Sally Rooney. It's really famous, so it's not a surprise. I don't really know what this is about at all. But it's a famous book, so I'm gonna give it a shot, and it's really short, so it'll be easy. This is my first book vlog, so it's probably not gonna be that good, but whatever. So I always do a started, ended thing at the very front. And so I'm gonna put started April, what's today's date? April 15th, 2022. Okay, so I'm gonna start this right now. Wow, these pages are really thin. Look at that. Let's see how many pages there are. There's like 270 something. 287. Okay, well, I want to start it, so I'll update you in the future. Okay, I can't see crap. I don't know what you're seeing right now because it's super bright. I'm literally on page 16 and they're already kissing.
What the heck? Seems a little fast-paced.
Yeah. Where's the slow burn, guys? I mean, I didn't hear that this was slow burn, but come on. I forgot to mention in the intro, a vote on Instagram, a little poll. I'll put it right here. And I think Normal People won, but to be honest, it expired before I could see the like ending results. So I'm kind of just going with the like shortest book, and this is the shortest book. And I've heard a lot of things, a lot of good things. I literally can't see crap. Like, I'm just seeing a black box. But anyway, I don't know if they're saying these things or if it's in their head. Like, and I know that's just part of the book, but I'm still gonna complain about it. So here's my update. Okay, so what I'm gathering is Connell. I think that's how you say his name. He's a jerk, unintentionally. Still, he's a jerk nonetheless. So I don't know if I like him right now. I'm on page 35, so that's the update. I feel like there's some foreshadowing action happening right now. She just asked if he'd ever hit a woman, and he said no. But like, that's kind of a random thing to ask. I don't know. That's like a valid question, but they literally like just started dating. Anyway, I'm on page 46. His mom is really comfortable with him. A little too comfortable for my liking. Okay, so this actually doesn't have anything to do with the book, but I just installed is a big word. I just got another bookshelf. I had to build it. I built it all the way and then realized I did everything wrong. So my stepdad had to redo it all. So I like to say I built it. I didn't like officially build it, but I went through all the steps. And fun fact, even though I literally didn't build any part of this, the part that I did build and didn't mess up was this drawer. I should sign my name on this drawer because I love it. So now I'm gonna stock it. That is such a weird way to approach that. Stock it, that's weird. Anyway, I'm not, this isn't a restaurant, but I'm gonna put some books in here. I obviously don't have a lot because I try to minimize how many books I buy by letting myself read them first before I buy more. And I also only had this tiny bookshelf, so I didn't buy that many. So I'm not gonna like, it's not gonna be full all the way, but that's why I got it, so I could have more space. It's very dangerous, a very dangerous game to play. But you know, I already started this game. That wasn't a good analogy. Anyway, I want to do a time lapse of me doing this, so see you right now. Okay, I'm done. It's obviously not that stocked. I said it again. Anyway, so I got 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid books, and I have another one coming in the mail, and I'm looking forward to reading a lot of her books. So I have a little Taylor Jenkins Reid pile, and then I have the Addicted to You series. There's gonna be way more, and I'm gonna need a lot more room for the Addicted to You series, because these are only 4 books, and there's 10 books total in the series. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I might just put this over there, but I don't know for sure. And then I haven't started the Cryers War series yet, but I really want to, and so this is going to be another series thing. I also have the start of the Red Queen series, but I'm not going to do anything with that yet. I think I'm going to put the red, actually I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. How about that? So yeah, there's that. I have this little annotation thing, and I was gonna put that, I actually had that there originally, the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo here originally, but I don't anymore. So this is gonna be my little annotation shelf. I don't really annotate that often because I find that it's really helpful, and I really do recommend it, but also you have to pick and choose which books you want to annotate, because I started annotating My Policeman, and I don't really love it that much right now. Mainly because the book is written very slow. It's a very slow book, and annotating helps you slow down your reading and think more about it. But My Policeman, for me, it's just not made for annotating. So you really have to make sure that you've found the right book. You got to make sure if it's a fast-paced book. That's why annotating helped so much with the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because it would flip back and forth perspectives, and it was a lot faster. Same with Love in Other Words. It flipped back from old, like past Macy to present Macy, and so I think I like annotating more when it goes from that way. And I admit My Policeman does the same thing. It does, but it's just different. I don't know how it's different, it just is. So I did stop reading My Policeman, and I'm really sad. But this isn't about My Policeman, this is about normal people. So anyway, and then here's all of my hardbacks, and this isn't a hardback, but too long. See how long it is for these as the hardbacks? It's too long to fit on my other shelf, so it's on here with the hardbacks. And that's all. That's my little bookshelf. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to reading Normal People. I'm questioning something right here. So they keep mentioning that Marianne has a mental illness. And at the beginning, I thought it was an eating disorder because, I mean, it might be, or it could be this and another thing, but the reason why I thought it was because she mentioned that she wouldn't eat. All she would do is drink coffee, and she'd she'd close her eyes and she'd see colored spots or whatever. And so that's why I thought it could have been an eating disorder, but I don't know anymore, because on page 82 it says, classic me is a very Marianne thing to say, a little self-mocking and at the same time gesturing to some mutual understanding between them and understanding that she is special. Now, does that mean that he just thinks that she's not like any other girl? Or is that hinting towards the mental illness aspect, where she's not, I don't know. She has autism. I don't know, dude. Maybe, what is going on with this? I'm gonna come in and say that maybe it is that she has autism or something that relates from like childhood trauma, because when she asked Cannell if he'd ever like hurt a woman, the reason why she asked was because her dad abused her and her mom. I don't know about her brother, but so that means that she's had some, her life hasn't been that great, especially in her early developmental, I don't know, her early years. That can lead to different mental illnesses. I don't know every single mental illness that there is on this planet, but I think we're just gonna figure it out sometime. I don't know when, but you know. There we go. That's just something I was pointing out, but I'm gonna keep reading. That's my update. I will see you. This is still day 2, by the way. I'll see you later. Y'all, okay, I know how earlier today I said I didn't like Cornell, but I changed my mind. He was fully, and still is, fully aware how much of a jerk he was. And now he's better. I mean, it's only been a year, I admit, since that all happened, but like, I don't know, I like him now. Also because now he's like relatively humble, and I respect him for that, you know. Did it take him a lot to become humble? Yes. Which is kind of disappointing. Like, I wish, whatever. I'm just not gonna get into that because it's whatever. Okay, yeah. I like him now. That's what I was getting at. I'm not a religious person, but I do sometimes think God made you for me. Okay, so I'm not sure how much I like this author's writing style because it's mainly written off of quotations, and it's written by a narrator. It's not in the character's point of view. It's like just very, I forgot first, second, third person. I forgot which is which, and I'm not sure if I like that really. It just doesn't make me feel very close to the characters. It feels like I'm an outsider looking in, which I know that's like what the book is, but like, I don't know if I like that. But I do like the whole watching them grow up, I guess. It's a very coming of age, but not really. I don't know how to explain it. And that's something I admire. I like it. And it's very fast. Like, the chapters are usually like 3 or 4 months apart, which is something that's kind of nice. I do like this book, but I don't feel very close to the characters. But I'm on page 123 right now. I think I understand now why the author doesn't use quotations. Because literally that's what the whole book is. It's all quotes. So if Sally decided to use quotations, it would just, at that point, be excruciatingly annoying. But since the whole book is pretty much quotations, it's not that hard to differentiate once you get the hang of it. I'm on page 137, by the way. I really, really, really want to like this book. I don't, though, and it feels like the more, I don't know, maybe I'm just not sophisticated enough for this book. I don't know, but I don't like it that much, and I'm sorry, and I feel really bad. I'd also like to add that I'm editing this video by the days. Like, yesterday I edited day 2 because yesterday was day 2. Today I'm editing day 3 because today is day 3. And I think that really is gonna help a lot, especially with this book, because I like to add my little, like, what I relate it to, you know, like how I earlier said it reminds me of Love in Other Words. But later in the book, it might not remind me of Love in Other Words. And it's just gonna, like, improve, or I guess improve is a fine word, improve my understanding of this book, Sally Rooney in general. It's like Love in Other Words, but it's more in a more, I feel like, realistic way. It's not necessarily in a soulmates kind of way, mainly because they have spent time apart. I mean, they were together, and then he kind of dumped Marianne. Canal kind of dumped Marianne, and then they got back together, and then he kind of dumped her again, but unintentionally. And they've lived apart, and while they still love each other, I just don't know how to explain it. Oh, I just remember what I was gonna say earlier. This book doesn't really have a plot. It's more character based, and I don't even know if I'm like, if that's even the right thing that I mean. But, like, if you ask me what the book's about, I'd be like, these characters like each other, but then they don't. But then they still do, but they don't at the same time. And then they leave. And then come back. And then you're gonna be like, oh. And then I'll be like, yeah. And then you'll be like, so why should I read it? And I'd be like, I don't know, because it's a popular book. And he'd be like, that's not a good reason. And I'd be like, well, I thought it was. And you'd be like, well, look where you are now. And I'd be like, look where I am now. So, moral of the story, guys, read the blurb before you actually buy the book. It's still a good book, just not my cup of tea. See what I did there? Because they're like in Ireland and drink tea and stuff. Okay, I'm on page 182, and I'm really dragging this book out, and I really don't want to drag this book out. I want to be finished with it because I feel myself falling into a book slump already, and I was in a book slump last month, and I can't do it again. I can't afford being in a book slump, so I just got to figure this out. Like, I just got to finish it. I have 100 pages left. I can do it. I know that this book is supposed to be sad, so I gotta be emotionally ready for my heart to be broken. But will my heart actually be broken? That's the question. That will prove if I like this book truly. Okay, I'm gonna finish. Jamie is not it. Someone throw him into the landfill. Absolutely not. Don't want to see his face. I don't want to know anybody named Jamie ever because of him. You really suck. Okay, well, I just found out why it's called Normal People, and now it's really sad. That's my wind, by the way. My window. The wind on my window. Anyway, here, this is why it's called Normal People. Page 187. I don't know what's wrong with me, says Marianne. I don't know why I can't be like normal people. She says that right after she literally like gets emotionally abused and somewhat physically abused. I look so bad. Anyway, I'm starting to understand why people like this book so much. If the whole book was like how it is on the last 100 pages, then I would have loved this book way more, because now it's all making sense, and that's something I like. I like when things start to make sense, but I also like when I like the whole book. I'm on page 219, and he just left the funeral. And I know I said that this video is gonna have spoilers, but I don't want to fully spoil it. I'm starting to understand it, but they just don't make sense together, and I don't like it. Okay, I am watching the Astros in the background, so I'm sorry about that, but anyway. Helen, I, like, get where you're coming from, because you're, like, so right, but also, like, you're just, like, don't right now. Like, his friend just died, and, like, just, like, why are you, like, leave it for another day. I forgot what I was saying. Bregman hit the ball. I had to react. He could have made it if he tried. Okay, so her brother is possibly... I hate him. I don't like you, Alan. Alan, you... What a goofy name, you know? You've got some nerve with a name like Alan. Like, get a grip, you know your place. So her brother just, like, hit her with, like, I don't know what it was. I think it was, like, the door handle or something. Whatever it was, he blamed her for it. Like, it's just freaking, like, weird. Like, just don't, like, you're just weird. Still. Anyway, yeah, I'm, like, pretty close to finishing this book. I'm on 249. It's not that bad, like, now. Like, it's good. It's actually becoming really good. Like, I look down, I'm at, like, 210, and then next thing I know, I'm on, like, 235. I'm like, whoa, what did that happen? Like, I thought I was only on, like, 2 pages ahead, you know? So that's good. That's something I really, really like about books. It's, like, one of my favorite things, and I'm glad that I'm feeling that now. I'm a little upset that it took so long. Okay, that's my update. I'm not liking this. He's driving and, like, tipsy and having, like, kind of like a panic attack, and I don't think that this is a good idea, dude. No, I don't think that's good. So yeah, people have forgotten about her. She's a normal person now. How long is that gonna last? What? I just finished the book. And I didn't know that it was only, I thought I had at least 10 more pages to go. But I don't even, so, like, what was even the point of this book? So, I think that is, well, are we gonna get an ending, or, like, I don't even, well, I guess I just finished the book. I'm going to give a overall ending. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I've never done a book vlog like this before, but I will give this book a rating of 3 out of 5 stars, which is kind of a long shot. Originally, I was gonna give it 2 stars because I do like the realism, you know? I just didn't like the 130 or 150 pages of the beginning of the book. I just didn't like it. And then I started liking it when I hit, like, page 180 or so, maybe 200, when I hit 200, which is just not my way of reading. That's not how I read, and I don't like it. I would have originally given it 2 stars, but I did like the last 100 pages, so I'm gonna give it 1 more star. I don't know how I like the ending. I would say it's not your average romance book in a enabling darkness way, which sounds not very appealing, and it's not really. I don't know. It was good though, but also it's not. Like, if someone asked me a book that they should read, I wouldn't tell them Normal People. You'd ask me why is it so popular, and I just couldn't tell you. I don't know why. And I sound conceited, and I don't mean to sound conceited, but it's just like, I don't even know. Drac Richards, you made me look like a fool. You made me look like a fool. I even gave it a shot on Hulu. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just, like, not my cup of tea in books, but maybe I like it on, you know, TV. I watched the first episode, and it was just as boring as the book. When I started the book, it mentioned that they were friends, you know, because his mom was her maid, if you will. And I was like, okay, so they're gonna give us some backstory. No backstory, nothing. Imagine there would have been years of tension. I don't know if there was. I mean, they showed the years of tension after they became a couple and broke up. Maybe it's just, I just don't like that style of romance, but that is my rating. I'll give it 2.5 stars. Anyway, I forgot to mention, I started this April 15th, 2022, and I ended it April 18th, 2022. Did I say 2002 for the beginning? I meant 2022, if I did say that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it, And I really do like making reading vlogs, and I hope this one book doesn't make me displeased about reading vlogs. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see y'all later. Bye.